Hi, I have had a lot of requests for the second verse of Tell Me the Stories of Jesus in Simplified ASL, so here it is. Oh, let me hear how the children stood round his knee. I shall imagine his blessings resting on me. Words full of kindness, deeds full of grace, all in the love light of Jesus' face. So I'm going to explain each of those signs to you. Okay, so, oh, let me hear how the children stood round his knee. Okay, so, oh, let me hear how the children, right? This is talking about tell me these stories, right? So we're going to use the same sign we used in the first verse, which is inform. Like, so we take information from this person, we give it to us. So, oh, let me hear, right? We're not like really talking about hearing. We're saying, tell me a story, right? So, oh, let me hear how the children. So this is a sign for children. It's like you're literally just patting some children on the head. So children. Oh, let me hear how the children stood round his knee. So we're going to use something called a classifier here. And so we use this classifier for Jesus. This is a person classifier, the number 1 with your finger. And another way to classify people is as a group of people, right? So this with 4 fingers up is like a group of people. Okay, so here's Jesus, here's the children, and we're going to say stood round his knee, and there's one other sign we're going to add at the end of that, but this is the children standing around him. Do you see that? So this is just kind of imagining that there are people all the way around him. Okay, this is the coolest part about sign. I love classifiers. So stood round his knee, and we're going to sign this one like they're looking up at Jesus. It's the number 2, and you just point your eyes and your fingers toward Jesus, because I like the idea that yes, these children are standing around him, but what are they doing when they're standing around him? They're really just looking at him and waiting to learn something, right? And they're looking up to him. So that's what we want to talk about. So stood round his knee. I shall imagine his blessings. Okay, so remember in the first verse we talked about having a vision or seeing something as if it's really happening. Well, that's what imagine is going to be. We're going to sign the same sign just to keep it simple, and really it means the same thing, right? So we're going to say imagine. I shall imagine, because imagining is looking at a vision and thinking of what it would look like, right? I shall imagine his blessings. So blessings, you're going to take 2 A shapes. You're going to put them up to your lips like this, and you're going to sign blessings. Okay, so again, it's an A shape with your hand. You put them up to your mouth, like words are coming out of your mouth. Imagine someone giving someone a blessing. The words come out of their mouth, and the hands go on the head, right? So, blessings. Think of someone just giving a blessing, okay? So, I shall imagine his blessings resting on me. And we're going to sign the word for gift or given to me, right? So we're going to have him give something. So for this one, you use the X shape. If this shape is too complicated for your kids, just have them do this, right? We can just give them like that, or we can use it like a gift, because I think of the blessings being a gift. So you use the X shapes. Again, this is a directional sign, which means if I sign it from here to here, it means Jesus is giving the blessings to me. If I signed it like this, that would mean I was giving the blessings to Jesus. So we're going to start at Jesus, and we're going to bring them to us. And again, you could also do this if you'd rather. So I shall imagine his blessings resting on me. Words. Okay, we're just going to talk about talking, right? Words full of kindness. This is the sign for kindness. Just take your hands in like a closed 5, kind of, and you're just going to go like this. Move them one in front of the other. So words full of kindness. Deeds full of grace. Okay, so deeds, you're going to take C shapes like this, and you're going to go like this. I think of someone working, or I don't know, tilling a field or something, but that's what they're doing, right? Deeds full of grace. So you're going to take your hand like this. It's going to come up here to Jesus, and it's going to spin around like the sun was off or the sun wasn't shining, and then all of a sudden it started shining down on you. And that's really what grace is, right? Grace is all of a sudden there's a light where there wasn't a light before. So we're going to start here. We're going to flip our hand around and go like this. And again, if this is too complicated, just simplify that one a little bit if you need to. So deeds full of grace, all in the love light of Jesus' face. So there's so many cool ways to sign this, and you could get into all sorts of interpretive things, but we're just going to sign what the words say. So we're going to sign love, so all in the love light, because that's what we feel when we look at Jesus. We feel love and we feel light. Okay, so all in the love light, and we know the sign of Jesus' face. And then I'm going to point to him. It's just this poetic end, right? So his face, right? Okay, so all in the love light of Jesus' face. So you take one around your face one time, and then you can point right up to him. And that's just a really beautiful end. So I'll sing it and sign it one more time. Oh, let me hear how the children stood round his knee. I shall imagine his blessings resting on me.